Hello everybody, Smear out of here again, and today I have a rather unplanned, kind of unexpected figure unboxing for you. What else would it be? So the reason I say this was like unplanned is it's not my pre-orders. As I said in my last room tour collection overview, I had 4 figures on pre-order for January 2016. Well, as of now, that's been cut in half because of delays, and we'll see if I even get those other 2. So, when Lucy got delayed, I was browsing around and saw this one, decided to pick it up. And then just yesterday I got an email that said Hoki was delayed. Yay. Maybe I'll look for another one. So, I'm going to try a little something different. I'll tell you who this is right off the bat. This is Mistral Nereis, or Nereis, also known as Misty. She's from the Shining series. Yeah. As far as I know right now, there are 4 figures of this character out. There is the bikini version of her from Max Factory. There is a version of her from Yamato, wearing all of her clothes. Also wearing all of her clothes, there is a version from Kotobukiya. And finally, also wearing all of her clothes, there is a version from Alter. So, let's play a guessing game. Which version did I get? Any guesses? Well, we'll start off by saying this. The bikini version by Max Factory, I just didn't care for it very much, so we can strike that one off the list. So that leaves us with her 3 clothes figures. So, another one we can cross off the list is the Alter version. I just didn't care for her pose. I mean, all the details and everything are great. I love her base, but I just didn't care for her pose. So that leaves us with 2. Yamato version and Kotobukiya version. Now I'll be honest, I like both of these very much. And I looked at both of them and I considered both of them. And there is one thing that was the deciding factor, and that really was price. So, let's go ahead and get this box open and see which one of the 2 I got. So, something that was really surprising was when I ordered this figure, within an hour and a half, she was shipped. Yes, an hour and a half. I mean, sure, it helps that I ordered her at like 4:30 because, you know, pickups are usually late. But, yeah, an hour and a half. Not much time to reconsider. So we've got paper. And we've got the Yamato version. Go ahead and get this open, or out. I think this is the invoice. No, this is just an empty envelope. Okay, that makes sense. But there we go. So this is Mistral Nereis. I think that's how you say your name. I don't know. Another short nickname for her is Misty. A lot easier to say. So this figure, it says, is from Shining Hearts, which is the same series that my Nereis and Amil are from. But I think she's more of from the Shining Blade series, or entry into the series, whatever. As I said, she is manufactured by Yamato, and she is part of the SIF EXE line, also known as the Starry Image Figure Extra line. We can see that up at the top. There we go. She is a 1/7 scale PVC figure. She was originally released December 27th of 2011. So yeah, she's pretty old. I ordered her on the 12th of January, and I just got her today. It's the 17th, free shipping, woohoo. And I paid a total of $65.48, and that was with free shipping. The Kotobukiya version, which I also did really like, was over $90 and did not have free shipping. So that, like I said, that was one of the main reasons. But I do like how this one looks too. So, let's go ahead and do a spin around. I'm not, like I said, it's an older figure. It is supposedly brand new, but I'm not expecting it to be perfect. If it is, woohoo. If not, then it's not. And then the top is actually boring for once. Just like the bottom is boring and upside down. So let's go ahead and open her up. So I have seen a couple reviews because, you know, she is over 4 years old, almost 5. So I know a couple of the display options. There's one that I kind of like. And I don't know if you can see, but there's some dirt on the box. I mean, what do you expect? It's 4 years old. The corners are a little crushed. I'm not the box collector, I'm the figure collector, so I don't care. So the inside is just like purple, and it's got a silhouette and her name on the back. And that's about it. And there she is in the blister. Okay, so it's solid. It's flat, just not cut out for her face. Some of the reviews I have read said that her face doesn't look like the Tony Taka typical face. And the other versions look more like it, but I'm fine with it. It looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and spin it around. I'm not the biggest fan of the umbrella accessory she comes with, but it is what it is. And there's the back. And the side. I also read just the other day, someone posted that they've been displaying her for a year and they claim she's starting to lean. So we'll see about that. If she leans, she leans. There's the hot water trick and everything. So let's go ahead and open the blister packaging up. So I found that when I'm like not looking for a specific figure or anything like that, and I'm just looking for something like that's in stock and ready to buy, the Shining line figure, the Shining series and that line always seems to catch my eye. So they're a nice line. So there is the base. It's a blue disc. She stands with one foot with one peg going into her foot and toes, and it's kind of like she's stepping on water and it's rippling out. Other than that, it's a plain boring base. So, wow, she is pretty heavy. I forgot I always do the accessories first. So there is her umbrella. Once again, it's pretty heavy. And if I'm right, yep, the handle pulls out, and that's how you put it into her hand. Okay, now we'll bring her out. So there is Misty. Put that off to the side. Definitely will not stand on her own. She is quite heavy, so I can see legitimacy in the claim that she might lean, but we'll see. So there's a piece of plastic there, there's plastic there. As you can see, this part of her dress moves around and comes off. There's plastic on her arm. So you have to take her apart. Come on. There we go. So that you can take the plastic off there and under her dress. Yes, you get the panty shot already. She is not cast off, so she will always have clothes on. And then I know this comes off too. It's just a pretty tight fit. And there's her top half. So the display option I had mentioned before was if you leave this piece off and just put her dress on, and then her top half of her body, it does like leave a cutout and shows her panties, which is, it's pretty unique and nice. We'll go ahead and try to put her body back in here. It's easier to put on than take off. In, and then you put her on the base with that 1 foot. Maybe, if I can do it. There we go. And then the umbrella, the handle comes out, goes into her hand, and in there. Oops. So there we go. There is Misty fully assembled. So, like I said, I really like this one, and I really like the Kotobukiya one. The main reason I went with this one was, like I said, the price, but I do really like how it looks. And just from unboxing her and looking at her right now, she does seem very, very well detailed, nicely sculpted, nicely painted. Her dress is very well sculpted, and you can see all the flows and the folds and the billowing and the bunching and everything. The lines seem very clean. I haven't noticed any paint flaws yet. Actually, I did notice, let's see if we can get it on camera, on her wrist. That could just be intentional, but it's like dirty on the fold of her wrist. But really, that's the only thing I've seen so far. Go ahead and take that back out. And yeah, so let me take her off the base again, and now we're going to take her dress off and just show her that way. I thought I broke her hair. So while I've got her in pieces, let's see if we can focus on her face a little bit. So it does look nice, it looks good, but like they said, it's not the Tony Taka look, but I'm fine with that. You can see she has a boob apron on. I wish I could take that off, but you can't. I've never been a fan of that type of clothing. You can see like her corset is very nicely painted. They sculpted the laces from her body, but they painted them very well. Her back looks pretty good. Her hair looks good. So this is like the shawl on, or whatever, on the top of her dress. It's got the crossbones and the heart. From what I've read, she's like a pirate. That's the crossbones. The bottom is kind of boring, but you're not ever supposed to see it. The dress, like I said, this thing is amazingly sculpted, and it is quite heavy. But you've got all these ruffles and everything. You've got the red with very nice shading, and then the white, pure white. And then, like I said, it doesn't cover her crotch. And then you've got her bottom part. So she has some very intricate panties. I don't think anyone would ever want to wear these willingly. And looking at the butt, you can see it's even got straps going across just the one cheek. I see some dirt or paint transfer there. Oh well. Like I said, you're probably never going to see it. She's going to have her skirt on for me. But it's nice to look at her. She's got bows on the sides. A little pink bow there. And then I think this is the only one where she has the dagger on her garter belt. Which is a nice little detail. And her boots are very detailed. Got the rigid support lines, and then the whatever you call that, like flared and feathered ends. She's got bows on her toes and high heels. And butt/crotch shot. So we'll go ahead and just put her on without her dress. Let's see what she looks like that. So once again, you could display her like this and she would be perfectly fine. Her gloves are very nicely done too. You can see the individual lines of her fingers. They're very detailed. They're not like blurred together. And you know how sometimes when you paint, the paint just doesn't look like they're individual. So we'll go ahead and take her body back off. Put just the one layer of her dress on. So like I said, I do like this. I really do. I'm tempted to display her like this, but you can see her panties through her dress. And one thing that really catches my eye about this character in general is her color scheme, the red, white, and black. That has always looked good together for me. It's actually the colors of my high school. And then the yellow hair looks pretty good with it too. So she is kind of like an elf girl, it looks like. So she does have elf ears, and she has white earring balls. And she's got the maid hat. And then one final disassembly. Put this on her. So it's a little bit fiddly to get that part on, but you can do it. And then just slide her back together. And there we go. Now you can see that this part does hide her underwear. At least if you're looking at her from a little bit above. Since you're looking at her a little low, you may still catch some glimpses. But she looks very, very good. Like I said, she is pretty heavy. And for being from 2011, yeah, she's pretty dang good. She's my first Yamato figure. I don't know if they're still around or not, but they did a very good job on her. And then the umbrella, of course. Just slide that into her hand. And then plug it in. And there we go. Completely assembled all of her pieces. Slide her back a little maybe, or up close. We'll do a little bit closer. So, like I said, this is Mistral Nereis, also known as Misty. This particular figure is from Shining Hearts. She also makes appearances in other games of the Shining series. She is manufactured by Yamato. She is part of the SIF EX line, also called the Starry Image Figure Extra line. She was originally released December 27th of 2011, and she is a 1/7 scale PVC figure. I ordered her from Amazon. The particular seller was Otaku Fuel, and I paid a grand total of $65.48 for her, which is not bad at all. It was a very good deal. So I hit the order button. It was kind of an impulse buy, but I do like this figure. I'm glad I got it. Woohoo! Anyways, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.